Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, March 15, 2017, 5:46 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. And I want to specifically talk to you today about why salespeople are the highest paid employees inside of a company. And one of the things that you need to know is a lot of salespeople live strictly off of commission. Now, there are companies out there and industries out there that pay a small amount towards a monthly fee, towards the salesperson, but at the end of the day, everything is done off of commission. So all the risk is on the salesperson. So you look around inside of a building and you have secretaries, you have people in the call center, you have people in management. They really don't have risk. They know that the sales guy is going to go out there and they're going to be the workhorse, for lack of better terms, and they're going to bring money back into the office. They're going to bring, they're the ones that grease the wheels. They're the ones who keep the engine rolling. They're the ones who keep everything going. So you got risk. There's a risk factor. The second thing is it takes a lot of skill to go out there and be a consistent salesperson, to be a closer. There's plenty of people who go by and they're order takers and they're okay what they do and they make part of the income, but there's something like 8 or 9% of the sales population close 80% of the deals. They do all the work. So, for them, they get all the reward. And there's a lot of people out in the world that do not want to be rejected. So number 3 is salespeople got to put up with rejection. They got to put up objections. They got to put up rejection. They got to put up with going back and fixing problems or concerns and doing follow-up phone calls and interacting with the buyer. People who are in a call center may pick up the phone and deal with somebody and then they hand it off to somebody else. But a lot of times salespeople are the last line of defense. They're the person who fix everything that break when it goes wrong. In a lot of industries, some industries, a salesperson's fortunate. They just hand it off to a department and the department takes care of it. But this is one of the reasons, you have to have people skills. And sometimes people are I could never do sales. I just don't have the people skills. Well, that's why that person gets paid, 15, 20 bucks an hour, 30 bucks an hour to do whatever they do, is because they don't have the inner belief. They don't have that, I can go out there and do it. And it could very well be that, salespeople have more of a drive than others. They want to make the income. They want to do the things that other people say that can't be done. And the other reason is closers. Closers specifically have spent so much time, energy, and effort on perfecting their craft that other people who make a couple bucks an hour, they haven't spent that time. When the closer has been reading books or going to classes and practicing, their buddies, their friends, or the people at the office are at the bar getting drunk, they're playing softball, and there's nothing wrong with recreation. But if you want to be really good at what you do and capture as much income as you can, you got to do some of the things that other people aren't willing to do. And sales could be a conversation about me doing a joint venture with somebody. Sales could be a conversation about me going out and saying, hey, look, hire me to train your people. It's a skill that you have to have. And when you're really good at that skill, you can demand top wages. Now, top salespeople, there's a small pool of top salespeople all around the world. There's a huge pool of okay people, order takers who really aren't salespeople, and the people who really make the top amount of money. They're in that smaller pool. They're willing to do the things that other people aren't. They're willing to ask the tough questions, right? When somebody's I don't want to buy from you, and they tell you 7 times, and you walk away with a contract, that's a good feeling, right? When somebody says, hey, I would never use your company for all these reasons, and you walk away with a contract, you're hey, that's a good feeling. When somebody says, hey, I got to get 900 bids, and I got to talk to other people, I got to go through this procurement process, and you walk away with a bid, that's a good feeling. But there's a lot of people who are willing to shut down. So why are salespeople the top paid inside of a company? They're willing to do the things that others aren't. They're willing to take the risk that other people won't. And they do the tough job. They do the things that other people are not willing to do. There you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do? You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.